Tonight, from St. Louis, Missouri, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. It's St. Louis taking on the Orlando Sentinels.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here between the Orlando Sentinels and our home team. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
Now left side on the swing pass. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Weber. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3-and-out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on first and second down. And then on third down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
So they bring out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
Throw left side complete. That's Craig. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Back Back to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Collins. Back to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Craig.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
11 yards on the pickup there. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 9 yards that time.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another 1st down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Orlando takes back over on offense. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
2nd down and 6 now from the 42.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They're going to look to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is Butler making the catch.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Ready. 32.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not much running room. Down to the 32. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 9 now. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Now back to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We've got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Craig. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Daniels. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And on now is the punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Craig.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now a leaping catch, he's got it.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick 6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick 6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick 6, the other comes back and matches it. These are two defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
Here we go. Right, 95.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. They'll look to throw again. That's complete. It's Collins.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
He's got the first down and more.
Touchdown! A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bulldogs have taken the lead. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Orlando takes back over on offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Daniels. And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. He finds his man, complete. It's Weaver. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a throw here to his running back. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And before the 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 5. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Craig. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And this one is right down the middle. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now another timeout called for by the offense
as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's short. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. Some great games still to come, and I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there, as that promises to be a tight one. Plenty to like about the late afternoon games as well. As you see by the highlight, these guys are in for a battle, taking on what should be a very tough opponent. And finally, on Sunday Night Football, should be a good one there, between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way. And guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am, which is pretty darn good. Let's go play the second half. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 3. He finds his man, complete. That's Collins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 19 yards away.
And the Bulldogs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Point after try forthcoming. That'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. 5 plays there on that drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man complete. It's Weber. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Daniels. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And they'll send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll set up to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throw left side complete. That's Collins.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. 2nd and 2.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Back to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up the secondary all game long. And this time, that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Orlando takes back over on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And it's complete to Mitchell.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. That's short. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff running through the middle. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
And they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Ready?
Right back to him on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and 2. He finds his man, complete. It's Collins.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Curtis. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. On 3rd down, it's Curtis. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bulldogs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
They were looking to pick up the 1st down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Come on, guys, let's go.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Open man completes it to Butler.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Be a free play. Got his man complete over the middle. It's short.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
He finds his man complete. That's Daniels.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. They'll set up a throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is down to 24. So this drive spans 7 plays. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, partner, nothing but praise for me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
On first down, Curtis. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for the home team here, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.